to see here? Jeez, 40. $200. Sheesh. That's gonna require a lot of grinding. I did this one right. Yeah. How about this one? Yep. There's no more secret acts here, right? Not just the super long act one. Tails act done. Okay, all that's left to do is Egg Fortress. Not sure how many zones are left, but gonna try to finish this game up on this stream. Ouch. Oh, okay. That wasn't immediately obvious, given how it's more so in the background. It's this way. I'm going too fast. But hey, when you play a Sonic, that's all you want to do is go fast. So I gotta slowly wait for these platforms to actually try it again. Owie! Oh goody, now what? Sheesh. Okay, so you can't exactly just move on that platform, you apparently have to actually jump. Which is annoying. Yoink, yoink. Okay, move away. Get on this set. Alrighty. Now what kind of traps are they're gonna throw at me. Okay. God damn. Okay, we're good. Spin dashing probably a bad idea. What did I just say? Bonk. Get me out there. Oh, goody. Now what? Oh. Hurry! Stay right here. And we're good. Oh my gosh, why is it so freaking cumbersome to use these abilities? Ah, well, you know. I mean, this works too. So screw it. We're going with that. Not this time. It's like another one. Okay, slowly. Let's take our time here. We're in no hurry. Yikes. Okay. So far, so good. So far, so good. Whew. Sheesh. Okay, Mason, how goes it? Yep, Summer Nights has been announced. And it's about time they did the idea I've been suggesting. Jeez. I'm gonna be going Team Land. I'm not the biggest fan of flying, and I've actually never, you know, traveled by boat before, so. Uh-oh, more of this. Slow and steady wins the race. Oh, fudge. That was interesting. Okay, are we down here yet? Fudge. bonito here. Oh, that's all that was up here? Oh, there's the actual way I gotta go. I can wait. Fudgy. That's it. Hey, a fruit. Choose a team man because then you on the same team. Nice. It's gonna be the weekend after next weekend. Next weekend is when we get to actually choose our teams. Ow. Does you want me to use the time one for that as well? Because by the time I activate it, it's already... Yeah, these abilities are so cumbersome to actually use. Fruit! Another one. Alright. Jeez, how long is this stage? Dang, finally. Jeez. Negative color. And jeez. Ninja Pawn, welcome. How goes it? Dang, the Switch 2 really can't handle anything at all, can it? Okay, so hence the hourglass. We're going backwards now. Okay, that's interesting. Jeez, dude. Is the Nintendo Switch really that weak? Don't get stuck on the ceiling. I don't trust moving platforms. Oh, you know. That works too. Frickin' smooth. Dumb control stick. Jeez. Really can't be too precise with these controllers. We're going backwards. In time. Owie. Move, move, move. Did I miss the... Oh. I I don't trust moving platforms. Okay. Hey, I found the Chaos Emerald ring area. Not that I need it. All this for 5 medallions. I don't know. Guess that's kind of nice. Why not grab a hold of the blue ball that's above the spikes? Zoom! Why not grab a hold of the ring? Medallions. Yay! That was by complete accident, but whatever. That don't work. Okay. And this stage was actually kind of lengthy, so... Oh wow, even the timer's gone backwards. What the heck? At least this is a little quicker this time around. Let me in. Okay, now we actually have to run. Still don't go too fast though. You could jump into a bottomless pit. Da-da-da-da. Okie dokie. Just go for it. Okay, so I think this is the last zone of the game. Not entirely sure though. Whoa. Stuff's starting to get a little tricky. Okay, here we go again. Looks like we could have gone a little further down, but I'm just gonna take this path and go. Yippee. Okay, I think we're just about done here. Yikes! Okay, I think just up ahead is the starting point. Hello, robot skis. Sussface, how goes it? Has officially been confirmed in Sonic Cross Worlds, which is insane. Ooh, check this guy out. As soon as I saw that you don't need a license, I knew what was coming next. You don't need a license to drive a sandwich. Sonic Racing Cross Worlds is going to be fun. Nope. Where'd their projectile go? Funnily enough, this boss right now is kind of reminding me of the final boss, the Battle for Bikini Bottom. Can I please get some momentum in my jumps? Just not. What am I supposed to be doing here? Oh, what the heck. Okay! Ooh, Puggazy raid. Welcome, guys! TV Joshua, Puggazy, SM, how's it going? How you guys doing? Welcome. Maybe go behind and deflect it? Maybe. I can try that. Because typically when bosses do that, you expect a game of, like, back and forth, but I'm not seeing it come back, so... So I'll give the old turnaround a try, see if that works. Big fancy robo. Ooh. Dang, smart thinking, Ninja Quan. Smart thinking. Because typically, when that happens, you expect a game of back and forth. Which is what I was expecting, but no, apparently you just go behind it. Okay, this part we kind of somewhat have to take slowly. Rings, please stop avoiding me. Thank you. Oh, there's only one blue one this time around, okay. Oh, bumped your noggin. Doing good? Good to hear. Ouch. Come here. Jeez Louise. where's the blue one? Wait, what? Okay, I thought if I stood on that platform I'd be safe, because I thought the rest of the platforms around on the two sides would actually be disappearing. Nope. Okie dokie. Get it. But chaos. I guess the time slowdown emerald would be kind of helpful here. If the timer runs out, probably a game over. But the funny thing is, the timer doesn't normally go backwards like that. That's the result of Eggman's little hourglass time machine thingy. Okay, so now I know to actually jump off of the middle platform, so I can move. I wonder if I can somehow knock them both back at him. If I'm quick enough. Kind of surprised that didn't hit me. Oh, dang it. I was gonna say just stay facing that way. Bonk. Can I use the emeralds to damage him here? I'm not sure. Given how he's in the background, I'm not entirely sure if I can. I can try. Okay, the blue one is consistently launched. Nice. Jeez, you really gotta be fast. Dang. Okay. So drop dash. Or spin dash while on the platform. Holy fudge, dude. I'm gonna try seeing if I can attack him using the blue emerald real quick. And if that doesn't work, then the only method of attack is to actually reflect. Which, holy cow, this fight is gonna drag on. Okay, let me see if I actually can. I can hit the blue rockets, at least. Not sure how helpful that's gonna be, though. Holy fudge. Boink. Dang, dude. Now I should be able to hit it. Okay, this time, let's spin dash. you know, when I press the jump button again in midair, I expect the drop dash to be able to come out. You know, it's not like I pressed it once or anything, you know, just saying. I don't know, just saying, you know, let's try that again, shall we? Jeez Louise. Of course you have to watch the falling sequence. Yeah, it's short, but kind of annoying. Like, you know what? I'm just gonna spin dash. The drop dash isn't exactly the definition of reliable. It's good when it works, but... okay. I wonder if with good timing I can hit both of them back. Holy sweet mother of all creatures, great and small, dude. Either I suck, or this boss is a little too challenging. Either I suck, or this boss is kind of BS. Because he's in the background, so the emerald powers don't really help here. And once I use just one of them, then that's the only time I can use it. Do we really need that many electrical balls? Slowly and methodical. Okay, this time I'm just gonna spin dash. The drop dash did not work last time, so... I don't think we need that many electrical balls, but okay. Oh my gosh, now it's all the way over there. Okay, hopefully just one more hit. Every boss has been like 6 hits in total, so... Oh, you're gonna do this again. That was close. Okay, thank frick. Jeez. Okay, so I was kind of just making that look harder than it actually is. Though admittedly there was some trial and error involved. Hello, Robotonic. Oh, you gotta be joking. Okay. We're doing this Death Egg style. Needing to attack when it's right above a death plane makes me nervous. I don't like it. I've only got 20 seconds on the clock, dude. Can I actually do this? Nope. And I'm dead. Ooh, I'm alive. Nope, I'm dead. Please tell me it picks up there. Okay. Dude, every time I try to go for the clock one, I don't know why Nintendo got rid of those little asterisk things. I don't know why any company got rid of those. But geez, I'm trying to activate the clock one and it just goes to the freaking fire one. Because it's like, oh, you slightly tweaked it upwards just by an actual microscopic meter. Sheesh. And the fact that I've only got like 3 minutes on the clock, that doesn't help. So I just need to flat out restart this zone and be like 5 times faster about it or something. Because that attack was taking its sweet time. A few things in boss fights annoy me more than attacks that just take for freaking ever. And that zero gravity attack was one of them. Just drags on longer than I asked to. And it doesn't help that you have to work your way around the robot to even attack it. It's all just time consuming. Okay. You think that's enough, electric balls? Holy fudge and apple cider vinegar, my guy, Jace. Now there's gotta be an easier way to do this. Skip this, please. Actually, the blue emerald might come in handy here. Yep, good. Blue emerald coming in clutch. Okay, I can't just spin dash to avoid that. Too bad I can only use it once. next time I get hit, I'm screwed. That is not slowing the timer down. In fact, I think it's glitching out the boss. Holy heck, dude. The timer still goes during the cutscene. Bro. You what? Well, I really gotta save that blue Chaos Emerald for the last phase. Move, please. Oh my gosh. Stop. Okay, you're not gonna hit it. Okay, so don't use the yellow Chaos Emerald, because that kind of just messed up the boss. I had no idea what the heck it was even doing. Hello, blue one. Where are you? Ugh, jeez. Not too sure if Sonic's unique ability would come in too handy here, given how I got directly hit the guy. And the weak spot is just this tiny little microscopic spot. Everything else is a hitbox. Or a hurt box. There's gotta be an easier way to do this. You think that's enough electric balls? Sheesh. Stay right here, jeez Louise. Woof. Jeez! Come on, dude. What the frickin' frickin'. It's like, regardless of what kind of advantage I gain, something just has to go wrong. Of course I had to get knocked back in that direction. Right. That specific direction. Where it would insta-screw me. Am I correct at saying that, game? Jeez. is it going too fast? Sorry, game. Jeez. Okay, so I can use the red Chaos Emerald, I just need to be careful. And then when I'm done using the red Chaos Emerald, I'm going to use the blue one. And that should net me the victory, assuming the game doesn't find some way to screw me over at last second. Like a jank A hitbox. Actually, given how it's in that direction, let me go in this direction. There we go. Woof. Jeez. Doesn't help that he feels the need to do this attack again instead of letting me just attack him twice. Like every other phase. Okay. Let's try this again. Jeez Louise. I'm gonna take this slowly. Where was the hitbox there? What? Does he just gain invincibility frames out of nowhere? I hit him right on his face. Why did that not damage him? Is the game actively screwing me? Like, is it actively, purposely trying to screw me here? What the heck? Jeez Louise. I hit him on his face. Was I off by an absolute micro-pixel? Like, you need a microscope to see the pixel that I was off by? Was that what happened? Holy fudging heckin' heck, dude. Please just be done with this freaking boss already. It should not be this hard. It really should not be this freaking hard. Woof. Keep moving. Just go. Go, 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 go. Yes, blast. AoE blast radius. How cool. How cool is that? Does this battlefield really need 1 blocks? Does this battlefield really actually need to have those little stumps in it? Like, does it actually? Do those need to be there? Is it an absolute necessity? Is it like an absolute necessity for those to be there? Like the game wouldn't be able to be playable if they weren't there? Like, is that what it is? Do those absolutely 100% definitely actually factually have to be there? Do these have to be there? Is it an absolute necessity? Okay, I don't know why I jumped in there like an idiot. Where'd the blue rocket at? Can I use the red? I don't know. I kind of don't want to risk my only use of it. Whew. Jeez Louise. Actually, let me think. Okay, I'm not spin dashing that way. Do those have to be there? Is it a 100% necessity for them to be there? Is it 100% absolutely, definitely, actually, factually necessary for those platforms to be there? Do they absolutely need to be there? Was one of the game designers going to die if they did not include them? Were they going to die if they did not include those little blocks? Holy fudge. Were they going to be threatened with a lawsuit if they did not include tiny little blocks? Jeez Louise. I really don't want to waste the one use I have for the red emerald. I want to save it for the last phase. Because you clearly need it. Jeez Louise. You clearly need it. Actually, if I stay next to this block, I can spin dash this way. Oh, now you're not doing the attack? Now you're not going to do it? Okay, can the red Chaos Emerald attack actually have an active hitbox this time? Jeez. when he's doing that stupid thing, he doesn't have one. Okay, blue chaos armor, go. Go, 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 go. Finish this thing off. Finish it. Please, freaking destroy it. I want to be done with this boss. Be done with it, please. Finish it. Please, finish it off. Destroy it. Finish it off. I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to do this anymore. I think it only needs one more hit. I think it only needs one more hit. I don't want to do this anymore. Please. Please, just be done with your stupid, longer than it needs to be attack. Please don't throw any last second curveballs at me. I don't know what it's doing. Why does that need to be there? 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 Oh my gosh. Okay. This boss is clearly just harder than it needs to be. Clearly just harder than it needs to be. Holy fudge. Clearly just harder than it needs to be. Clearly. This is ridiculous. Okay, so I'm going to use the blue chaos emerald first. And then in the last phase is when I'll use the red one so I can stay off the ground from that nonsensical BS longer than it needs to be attack during the final phase. Woof! Holy heck, dude. There is zero reason for this boss to be as overly complicated as it is. Okay, so use the blue caster mode first. And then save the red one to stay off the ground when it does that nonsensical spin attack. And after that, I don't know what emerald would be of any use. Right here. Stay right here. Very cool. Very cool. Very nice. And you want to know something. 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 Super cool. I've got even less time to fight this. This is genuinely not a fun boss. I'm sorry. This is genuinely not fun. This is just the opposite of fun. This is the opposite of fun. This is not a fun boss at all. Where's the blue rocket? Where's the blue rocket? I don't know. Just kill me. 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 Holy heckin' mother of all creatures, great and small. There is absolutely zero reason for this boss to be this hard. Zero. There is zero reason for this boss to be as hard as it is. Absolutely zero. Because not only is it time consuming to have to run all the way around to the robot to reflect these stupid missile things at it, but by the time you get there, the blue ones are pretty much already hitting the ground. You know what? Let me try this. Can I? Yeah, there's nothing to lock onto. I can't even lock onto the blue missiles, so... Will this do something? I'm just grasping at straws at this point. This boss is ridiculous. Maybe this will do something. Can I attack it from here? No, I feel like if I do anything with this, it's just gonna throw me off. Just throw me off. Oh, maybe this will help. I'm not fully behind him yet. Of course, by the time I get fully behind him, there's no blue one to be seen. And the only blue one is next to his arm, so that's of zero use to me. I think all I did was decrease my chances of winning, because the timer didn't slow down. Okay. Holy heckin' mother of heckin' heck. Now he's gonna do a stupid little invincible thing because he's like, ooh, I'm entering the next phase. As soon as I hit you one more time, the sooner I can frickin' activate the red emerald. Because you're gonna stall for unnecessarily long periods of time. Because you're like, ooh, look at me, I'm entering my next phase, yay! There has to be a 20-decade long animation to go with it. Please! Are you dead ass? Where is the hitbox? Jeez. Oh, the timer's done, but it's not game over. Thank frick. Can you just let me attack you one more time, please, so I can finish this frickin' overly complicated, dragging on harder than it needs to be frickin' boss fight, please? We are not done here yet. Super cool. Epic. Yeah, you would. 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 Oh my gosh, this boss is not fun. I'm sorry. This boss sucks. This is so overly complicated, overly hard, dragging on longer than it needs to be. Just yo, and his animations when he's going into his next phase just take 200,000 trillion billion decades, and I can't hit him while he's doing that. Everything about this boss just screams artificially hard. Everything about it. Everything about this boss is just harder than it needs to be. It's artificially hard. Jeez. Why is this boss so bold? Okay, well, actually, now that I know that the timer doesn't do anything when it runs out, I'm going to be saving those emerald powers for the third and final phase of this stupid thing. Jeez. This is insane. This is ridiculous. Who designed this boss? Please never let them design another one again. Please. Dear gosh. This is ridiculous. Sure, the robot looks cool, but you know what? There are tons of boss fights in Sonic games that I enjoy revisiting because they're fun. This one, I cannot see myself revisiting. This thing is just overly dragging on longer than it needs to be, harder than it needs to be. Everything about this boss just screams, I need to be artificially hard because I'm the final boss. Jeez, Louise. I just want to be done with this boss already. Okay, I'm gonna save the emerald powers for the final part. Let me guess, when he's doing that spin attack, he's invincible, right? Is that also the case? Yeah, because the blocks just have to be there, do they? It's an absolute necessity. Those blocks just have to be there. Just another reason this boss is artificially hard, because of platforms that just have to be there to serve no purpose but to slow you down. Yes, please, get rid of these platforms. They serve zero effing purpose. Other than to artificially make the running and jumping harder than it needs to be. Here we go. Here we go. Yeah, Yes, 20,000 years later, finally you slam your fist down. I'm aware I can attack him like this, but you know what? I'm not risking getting hit by an electrical ball and losing all my rings. So I'm just gonna let him do this unnecessarily long attack than it needs to be, so I can finally... Yes, the platform had to be there. Absolutely, 100% had to be there. The designer of this boss fight would have gotten fired if they didn't put it there. What is the point of this boss having an animation that indicates it's going into a different phase, when the only thing it does is do one extra swing? Just seems like an excuse to make it invincible so you can't attack it with the emerald powers. Are you done yet? Yes, take your sweet time when slamming. Take your sweet time. This is ludicrous. I get that a final boss is supposed to be challenging, but this is just artificially hard. He's like, actually, was the designer of this boss going to get fired if they did not include these platforms? They have a pattern, yes, but that doesn't make them any less annoying. Okay, now I'm using the blue emerald. After he's done doing his, ooh, I'm powering up for no reason animation. Oh my gosh, frick you. Seriously. Frick you. Ugh. This boss fight sucked. It just drags on and on and on and on and on. That was not fun at all. That was not fun. Get me out of here. The thing is, I don't exactly feel accomplished. I just feel stupid. I feel like I've lost brain cells over that. Yay! Can I do the true ending now? Am I playing? Okay, cool. Playable credits. That's always a nice touch. Gives you something to do. Maybe I'll get a reward for it. And then the official final zone will show up after the credits. But I can tell you this much, I am not redoing that boss fight. whatever. Screw it. Challenging, yes, but for all the wrong reasons. I feel like half the deaths weren't even my fault, because there was just a platform that just had to be there to halt all of my momentum. That was not fun. I'm not doing that again. Thank you. Jeez Louise. Thank you, though, Japan. Holy cow. That was ridiculous. Woof. Okay, so I'm gonna wait the credits out, then we're gonna see if I can access the true final ending. Now that I've got all the Chaos Emeralds. I should be able to. Unless the game asks me to do something stupid like complete every stage with every character, which that would just be retarded. Because that would just be artificially lengthening the game. The way it goes is you collect every Chaos Emerald, and then you can gain access to the true final ending. That's how it's always been. Okay. So far my thoughts on the game, I mean, it's fine. It's, you know, once again another 2D Sonic platforming game, so, you know, pretty basic stuff. I liked how they finally implemented the Chaos Emeralds as a power-up. It took them how long to finally do that? So that's nice. But, like, again, the bosses of this game they're more flashy than, they're more fashionable than they are functional. Like, they just drag on and on and on. Like, jeez. I get it. They like the animations, the boss fights, the story, it's cool, but you know what? Make a boss fight actually a boss fight, not a movie. You know? Jeez. Because some of those boss fights were just ridiculously harder than they had to be. Especially that last one. Cool looking robot, cool looking, yes, but holy cow, that was so much harder than it needed to be. Took so much longer than it needed to. That was ridiculous. Like, just make boss fights. Don't make him have all these super cool flashy animations that you have to sit like 2 minutes through just to finally get an attack in. That's not fun. Yes, make them have attacks, but don't throw in like unnecessary animations before and after they attack, you know? Because that's kind of what just makes them drag on. So yeah, the boss fights to this game, really not that good. Really, some of them were kind of okay, but for the most part, they were more just long than actually hard. But jeez. However, the overall gameplay to this game, it's fun. It's a 2D Sonic game. Those are typically fun, and this is no exception, but holy heck, dude, that was ridiculous. I like the more story-driven aspect of the game as well, like each character is, you know, unique missions. Kind of showing how, like, a character like Amy befriended the new character there, which was really nice. But other than that, there's nothing really to be said. It's a 2D side-scroller classic Sonic game. Fun, yes. Tedious, at times, yes. The boss fights, probably the worst part of the game, in my opinion, at least. Holy hecking heck. Some of these look really annoying to do, yeah. A lot of the boss fights were genuinely annoying. Okay, so... But, as far as I'm concerned, there's one more boss fight to go. Which is the true ending boss fight. So, let's see if we can actually get that done. Not sure how long these credits are. Hopefully not much longer. It's just a 2D Sonic game. Can't imagine the credits would be too long. The opening cutscene and ending cutscenes are nice, yes, but like... They're very reminiscent of Sonic CD, which is really nice. Yep, and we are now back to Sonic Runners. And I mean, every playable character having their unique abilities and stuff, that was also really fun. Though I am disappointed with the super forms. Sonic's super form is the only, like, genuine one. Meanwhile, everyone else just gets, like white aura around them. Which is like, that ain't their super forms, man. What the heck? What's going on here? Okay, the super forms, well, fun, kind of disappointing. Sonic's is the only, like, real, actual super form. How much longer are these credits? Jeez. Because why not? Now I'm Aqua Sonic. I know, we're not talking about Splatoon 3 theme. Battle theme. Splatoon 3 is mediocre at best. Any secret stuff? Any secrets? No. Okay, that's just gonna cause me to... Sonic and the Beanstalk. Let's get all my Sonic clones running, shall we? Oh well, they even collect rings for me. Something I didn't really notice because of... The game doesn't necessarily give you incentive to use these, except during certain points. Which is alright, I guess, but like... I think the game would have been a little better if they put more emphasis on the Chaos Emerald uses, kind of like how they did with the Wisps in Sonic Colors. The only ones that were really truly helpful was the blue one, all things considered, especially during boss fights. The red one was okay, but you know, kind of jank. Yoink. Yeah, I wish there was. It would have been better if there was more incentive to use these emeralds. Not just at specific spots. It's nice that they have them there, but like, they really needed to give you more reasons to actually use them. Yeah, now the balloons show up now that that emerald's done being used. Isn't that right, Domine? How much longer are these credits, dude? Holy heck. Zoom! 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 Tomorrow is Sonic's anniversary, correct? I believe so, yeah. June 23rd. I could try to celebrate it in some way, but I'm not exactly sure how. Okay, looks like we're coming to the closing of the credits. Maybe. Go, my clones! Do all the work for me. Get those rings, pop those balloons, all that fun stuff. Sega! The goat. Or at least one of the goats. Okay, are we finally done here? Is there like something I can run off to? Nope. That's it. Oh wow, nice. Is it worth sitting, grinding to get 6 medals through the entire credits? Not really. Trip's a story. Trip is available in story mode. Okay, so... let me go back to story mode real quickly. Let me take a look at Trip. Gotta make my bot. Gotta make the prototype. Battle mask. Well, let's see what there is to see real quick. Okay, that's kind of cool. So there's more to this game, apparently. I'm not sure how long Trip's story is gonna be, so I guess I'll be streaming that. That pumpkin one's kind of cool. Clown head, but no snow cone one? Oh, that's what Trip's been wearing. How cool. Okay, so let me check to see if Trip has a super form. I mean, yeah, she turns into a golden dragon, correct? Let's see what her unique ability is. Ooh, she spits fire. Cool. That's kind of neat. Ooh. I'm not quite sure what animal she's supposed to be. Trip. She puts the helmet on. Okay, hold on. Character tutorial? Practice stage? Yeah, each character has a practice stage as well. So let's see. Oh, we got the Spike Wisp power. Jeez. Okay, that's kind of cool. That's pretty neat. Oh, but let's see if she gets a... Let's see if she actually turns into the Golden Dragon, or if she just gets a white aura around her like everyone else. Real quick. Do 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 do. Let's take a look-see. Have any of these rings? I'm pretty sure that can be used as an attack. The Dogu jump. That'll. Get out of here. Thank you. Screw off. Yep, there we go. Kinda jank, but pretty cool. Medallion. So I'm just gonna fly through the stage. I can breathe fire. So as long as you hold the attack button down, you can actually continuously breathe fire. I am in the background. That's kind of jank. Okay, so don't activate the super form while you're in the background. Noted. Other than that, that's kind of cool, though. And no, she can't spin dash as a dragon. All she does is fly. And breathe fire. Which is something Sonic should have been able to do. Fly at least, not breathe fire. I guess real quickly I can showcase everyone's tutorial stages. Tap repeatedly to fly. Which can also be used to attack. But they gotta be right above you. bleep. Knuckles. And I'm gonna see what's new in the main story mode really quick. I'm pretty sure it's the final level. Yes, collide. Touch a wall while climbing. Climb it. Good. Here we go. Okay, so there's more to be had to this game. Not exactly done streaming it then. Oh yeah. Doink 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 doink. That's a cool attack, actually. So, let me just quickly see if that's actually what it is. Yep. Spin dash and then drop dash. All that fun stuff. Because if it is the, final boss, I'm thinking I should do Trips' story first. And then save, the actual grand finale to be the actual grand finale. Let's take a look. Only Sonic can spin dash? I'm not sure. Have I tried spin dashing with everyone else? I don't know. So, do I need to actually complete? Do I actually need to complete Trips' story mode to get the final boss? If so, then I guess that's what I'll be doing next weekend. So I'm not quite done with this game yet. However, let me head back to the main menu real quick, just to be sure. So Trips being playable in the main story, I think was all that was. Yeah, but then we got Trips' story, battle mode, time attack. Okay, so I think I need to actually complete Trips' story in order to access the final. Alright, so with that being said then, I guess I'll be calling it a stream right here. Let me just double check on one thing to make sure I didn't overlook anything. Because I have every emerald, which means I could access the finale if I wanted to, but... Okay, so that's one... Excuse me. 2... I mean, this sounds pretty fun, too. 3... Pixie game. Up we go. There's no secret around here, right? I'm kind of surprised this area doesn't have another fruit challenge area. Okay, nope, that looks to be about it. Okay, so that means next weekend. Okay, so here's what I want to do. I want to showcase the vibrant visuals updates and the happy guests in Minecraft next weekend. So I guess that's what I'll be doing, and then the weekend after that is going to be the Summer Nights Fest in Splatoon 3. And thank frick, that is the last Splatfest I think I have to stream. I'm tired of streaming that game, I'm tired of playing that game. So then the weekend after that, I guess I'll get back to this Game. Dang. So we're still not quite done yet with this game. Okay, cool. Okay, I've got 27. That's not going to be enough for anything. Here's my prototype. Hello. Let me actually set everything back to default real quickly. Again, I'm not I guess that's just for the story mode, I guess, but yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and call it a stream right here. Jeez. So with that being said, thank you guys so much for joining me. Until next time, have a good rest of your day, afternoon, evening, or night. I'll see you next weekend for the Minecraft update. Take care, everybody.